Chapter 2. Stopping gradually. Synopsis. Stopping by the gradual detachment method. If you know a smoker who they truly despise, you ought to actively encourage them to abide by the gradual detachment, cut down, approach. Call them up daily and tell them to just do away with one cigarette. Meaning, if they commonly smoke 40 a day, simply smoke 39 on the first day of the attempt to stop. The following day they should be promoted to smoke only 38, then 37 the next day, and so forth. Then you should call these individuals daily to congratulate them and encourage them to continue. I must re-emphasize, this ought to only be done to a smoker you in truth despise. A bit at a time. Most smokers will agree to this plan of attack. It sounds so simple to simply smoke one less every day. 39 cigarettes to a 2-pack a day smoker looks like nothing. The trick is to convince the individual that you're merely trying to help them. For the first week or two, the one downside is you have to make believe to like the individual and you have to talk to them daily. They won't whine too badly either. When they're down to 30 from 40, they might start to complain a little. You truly won't be having fun yet. When the payoff comes is about 3 weeks into the scam. Now you've got them to less than half their normal amount. They're in moderate withdrawal day in and day out. A month into the plan of attack, you have got them into pretty major withdrawal. But be relentless. Call them and tell them how awesome they're doing and how proud you are of them. If they're in their 35th to 39th day, you have pulled off a major coup. This poor individual is in extreme withdrawal, suffering miserably and having utterly nothing to show for it. They're no closer to stopping withdrawal than the day you began the procedure. They're in chronic withdrawal, not treating him or herself to 1 or 2 a day, but really depriving him or herself of 35 to 40 per day. If you wish to go in for the defeat, when you have them down to 0, tell them don't worry if matters get rugged, simply take a puff every once in a while. If you are able to get them to fall for this, taking 1 puff every 3rd day, they'll remain in withdrawal eternally. Did I mention you truly should despise this individual to do this to them? It's likely the cruelest practical joke that you may ever pull on anybody. You'll undercut their chance to stop, make them suffer infinitely, and likely they'll at some point give up, return to smoking, have such fear of stopping as of what they experienced cutting down, that they'll go on to smoke till it kills them. Like I stated, you better truly despise this individual. Hopefully there's no one you despise that much to do this to them. I trust nobody despises themselves enough to do this to themselves. Stopping cold turkey might be hard, but stopping by this withdrawal method is nearly impossible. If you have an option between hard and out of the question, go for hard. You'll have something to show at the end of a difficult process, but nothing but wretchedness at the end of an out-of-the-question approach. Stop cold and in 72 hours it eases off. Cut back and it will essentially get progressively worse for weeks, months, or years if you let it. I ought to mention, this isn't a new method. Talk to every long-run ex-smoker you know. Attempt to find one individual who successfully used the cut-back approach, bit by bit reducing to eventual 0 over weeks or months. You'll be hard-pressed to find even one individual who fits this bill. One other view that ought to help you see the flaw in the attack. Look at individuals here who had once stopped for months or years and then relapsed. One day, after such a long time period, they take a drag and are smoking once again. If 1 puff may do this after years or decades, guess what it will do after months or days of being smoke-free? It puts the smoker back to square one. All that any ex-smoker has to do to prevent relapse or chronic withdrawal is to never accept another puff. Thanks for watching. We hope you like our effort. Subscribe to our channel, Work Talk 2021. Touch the bell, like and share with your friends. And be sure to express your opinion in the comments section.